What's going on, my fellow dongs, and welcome to another top 10 video. It has been a little bit since the last one, but today I'm ranking my top 10 most wanted video games or video game series I want to see make a comeback. A lot of people have done this top 10, and this is one of them I've been wanting to do for quite some time. This list is based off what series just hasn't had a game in a very long time, and also just spin-off series that should make a comeback, honestly. Now, I haven't played every game, so if any of them don't show up, or if any of your favorites do not show up, don't be upset because I haven't played their games. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's go. This series is on my backlog, but Golden Sun is a series that many people want to see and has a very decent fan base, but the fan base right now is not happy. The closest thing we got to Golden Sun, well, we haven't had a new Golden Sun game in over a decade, and Isaac is in Smash Bros, but unfortunately has a assist trophy, and he's not playable, so the chances of getting anything Golden Sun related are pretty low. The best thing I can see is support the original games, probably to the Switch, I guess, but that's like the only thing I can think of. A fourth game in the series probably isn't likely. I will play this series because since I haven't played it, but I think Golden Sun does deserve a comeback, honestly. This might be a pretty odd pick, but let me explain this. Game & Watch Gallery 4 specifically was a game I really found addicting on the GBA. And honestly, I want more, honestly. It doesn't need a fifth game or anything, or just, port the games to Switch to make it more fun to play. Honestly, I don't know. They could do something with Game & Watch. They've had Game & Watch in a few games with cameos outside of Smash Bros, but that's about it. Honestly, I want them to do more with Mr. Game & Watch because I used to have fun with these games at the time, and the Game & Watch Gallery games are pretty much so forgettable, honestly, that probably not many people know them. So, yeah, as odd as this pick is, I would love it if they actually brought this back in some way, but the chances of that are pretty unlikely. Now I'm going to bring up something that's sort of a hidden gem, honestly. NES Remix was a game I found a ton of fun to play back in the Wii U days, honestly, and it's pretty underrated and probably not too many people talk about the games, honestly. NES Remix 1 and Remix 2, of course. But honestly, they should bring this back or port this to Switch, or better yet, a SNES remix, I guess. But I don't know, the chances of that are pretty unlikely because, Nintendo hasn't mentioned this game at all, basically. But honestly, NES Remix deserves more love, honestly. And it would be pretty fun to see new NES games in some way or form. So yeah, bring this back, Nintendo, please. Next up is the Earthbound / Mother series. Now, before people comment, but the series is over. Well, that's true. Remakes can probably still happen. It's weird that we still don't have Mother 3 localized. And yeah, they haven't done much of this series since. And honestly, the only thing I can see is if we could stop joking around and maybe they'll actually do a Mother 3 localization. But the chances of that are so unlikely because the series is just sort of there that not many people played. So really, Earthbound has no chance to continue a story. Maybe just Mother 3 localized, I guess. But that's all I can really see. But I wanted to bring up this before anyone gets upset. Next up we have is this underrated series, Mario Baseball, Sluggers, whatever you want to call it. This series is overdue for a brand new game, and honestly, they could add so much more to the Mario Baseball. The last thing we had was a Mario Sports game everyone forgot about, and that's about it for Mario Baseball. The only thing I can really see they add is, a more in-depth story, just new playable characters, and some fun modes. The Mario Sports series have definitely been pretty drained at this point, unlike the past Wii and GameCube days, but honestly, they could actually do more with the Mario with sports, and baseball is one of them that should make a comeback. Yeah, Namco sort of is involved in the series, but I don't think that makes a difference, honestly. It's not like they can't reference it or anything, right? I think that's how it works. But honestly, please bring back baseball. So underrated. Just like Mario Baseball, there's another Mario sports series that people have been clamoring for over a decade, Mario Strikers. It's soccer, but more chaotic, has something that you never see in Mario games. It's almost as mature as I can get. And, of course, Waluigi. Do I need to bring it up? Honestly, they can do so much more with Strikers, you know. Like I said, just add Rosalina, add Pauline, more playable characters and stuff. They can make it pretty fun, honestly. Please, Nintendo, bring back this series. You brought back Luigi's Mansion, kinda. You can do the same for Strikers, right? Now, this is probably one of the most odd picks out there. Ice Climbers? What are they gonna do with this? Now, this one is very, very unlikely to happen, but Ice Climbers is a game not many people are a fan of, let's be honest. It has weird controls, unlike any other NES game, but honestly, out of all the NES classics, I want this back. No, I have not played Duck Hunt, so don't ask me that. But honestly, I think Ice Climbers deserves another chance, honestly. If Kid Icarus can make a comeback, so can Ice Climbers. And after all, they've been in Smash Bros. Almost every Smash Bros. Game. So honestly, I just think they deserve something more, honestly. And since it wasn't an NES launch title, but the chance of them getting anything is really, really, really low. But for my most wanted odd pick, Ice Climbers should definitely get another chance in some way. This one is extremely difficult to categorize as a dead series. Kid Icarus is in a weird spot, honestly. We had the original Kid Icarus on the NES, and then a Game Boy game that literally no one played. We had Pit and Smash Bros, and then Sakurai worked on a new Kid Icarus game, Kid Icarus Uprising. Please play it if you haven't. Not many of my Twitter users have played it, honestly. But after Uprising, that's it. We got Palutena and Smash Bros. Dark Pit, I guess, as well. Yeah, that's it. Sakurai will have to evolve and make another Kid Icarus game, but the chances of that are so unlikely to happen, honestly. And this is one of those series I desperately want to see in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't even have to be a sequel. I don't mind a port of Uprising. Just give me something Kid Icarus related, and everybody's been asking for this as well. And for some reason, Palutena became one of my favorite characters ever, so yeah. And not in a good way. But honestly, Kid Icarus deserves another chance. Even if it's not a sequel, give it some respect, you know? Yep, had to bring up this series eventually. The series that everyone's been asking for since the Wii days, FZero. It has been 16 years since the last game came out. But yeah, we just haven't had a new FZero game in quite some time, yet Captain Falcon's still in Smash Bros. Anyway. But I think people look at him as a cool character, let's be honest here. But if he's this cool, why the hell haven't had a new game in 16 years? It's honestly very difficult to say. Maybe it's because the sales were not as great as like Mario Kart, I guess. But I don't know what they can do as Zero. They can make something brand new or something. Like a cool story mode like they did in GX. They could do quite a lot with FZero. A lot of people say that there's no ideas for FZero. That seems like a stupid argument to me. So, honestly, I feel like they could do something with FZero if they'd done it right. Oh yeah, this wasn't the #1 spot. Let's go to the actual #1 spot. And now we move on to my most wanted series to even make a comeback completely, Wario Land. I played the original Wario Land. It's not aged the best. Wario Land 2 is great. Wario Land 3 is excellent. Wario Land 4 is just fantastic. And Shake It, not a bad game, just personally not as great as the others. I just didn't like the motion controls. And it has been nearly 12 years since the last Wario Land game. And even Wario has appeared in, at this point, in a few spin-off Mario games, but that's about it. Honestly, Wario Land, I just want the series to make a comeback. WarioWare is cool and all. I don't mind the series. I think that one also deserves, even though we just got a 3DS game. Honestly, I just rather have a new Wario Land game. Shake It can be ported to Switch, and that would be pretty much fine, honestly. So, yeah. That's it. I want Wario Land back, please. So, yeah, that's it for this top 10. Thanks for watching. See you around. Later, folks.